What's the future for the British Cross Country Championship?
I think the future is brilliant. I mean, we're already heavily involved in rally sport here in the UK. We are title sponsors of the BTRDA Rally Championship, joint sponsors of the Welsh Rally Championship. This seemed a natural progression. What's impressed me here is the real approach to grassroots motorsport, which is we as a company really want to support. The friendliness here, the support that the teams give each other and everything is really, what we want to be involved in. We've been very well accepted here. We feel very welcome. We're looking forward to seeing the sport develop. What I particularly like, as Selwyn said just now, is the Freelander aspect, where literally a young lad for a couple of grand can make his first entry into motorsport. And one of the things that concerns us greatly as a company is the rising average age of people involved in motorsport and the dramatically rising costs of motorsport. And we're determined to support grassroots level. We're coming up with product awards and everything. We're trying to give something back to the teams, give them some money to help them go forward. And we see the future in motorsport is with guys like this, young guys, starting off with a Freelander and maybe progressing later to proper stage rallying as their talent improves.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much for speaking to us.
You're welcome.
As well as the front-running V8s and buggies, it's time to look at the Land Rover Freelander category, a championship designed for those with a smaller budget or just getting into the championship as a first-timer. Let's talk to the number 101 first, Ian Linford.
OK, Ian, after a successful season last year, we're back again here at Pikes Peak. How's it going?
Yeah, it's okay. I can't get my head into it yet this season. I think we're third at the moment, but, early days. Early days, we'll get there.
Good, and the car coping well?
Yeah, it seems to be going okay. I mean, we're still on the standard suspension like we were last year. Seems to be coping with it. There's a couple of rough places where we're having to back right off and we're losing a lot of time, but that's going to happen.
And it's nice to see the entry list for the Freelander Challenge actually doubled, hasn't it? So it's nice to see that. You've got a lot more competition.
Yeah, I think we've got 8 this year, so we've been sort of like, over the winter I've been pushing along with Gary from Songa Sport, who does a lot of the pictures and that. We've been pushing between us to sort of like try and get more involved. I've got 2 cars here this year. You might have noticed that we've got an all-girl team. So I'm sort of like trying to spread everything around, and so it's taking my mind off this a little bit, and we're trying to push them, so we'll see how they get on.
Biggest aim here is to be in front of the girls, is it?
Do you know what? People said that to me, and I said, as long as they finish, I don't care if they beat me or not. It's just about getting both cars at the end of every event, and that's points at the end of the season.
Yeah, and that's what worked for you so well last year as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was a consistency. We had 2 rounds, Radnor and Eberval, where we didn't finish and we dropped points. But yeah, otherwise that's what's been good for us, is the consistency of finishing. So hopefully we can do the same again this year.
And they're tough old cars, aren't they, these Freelanders?
Yeah, they take quite a beating. I mean, this one's done. This is its 8th event with us now. We did Rally GB as well at the end of last season after we'd finished here with the British Championship. Yeah, they are tough little cookies.
OK, well, we'll let you get back on. You've got a few more runs to do, and we'll catch you at the end of the day.
All right, thank you very much.
Cheers, Ian.
Cheers, bye-bye. Take it easy.
So while the number 101 of Ian Linford will be heading the way in terms of the competition, Paul Cumpstone in the 102 is always going to be a threat. And right from the off at Pikes Peak, he's already starting to prove he's a championship contender in 2015. The Land Rover Freelander Challenge may be a little bit slower in terms of pace, but they have just as tough a job. But these, of course, are conditions that suit the Land Rover Freelander right down to the ground. Not that it's always easy. In fact, over the Pikes Peak course, quite the opposite. These cars will still struggle big time. As well as Linford and Cumpstone, Alistair Moore-Myers provides a challenge to the competitors in 2015.
Alistair, you were out in a Freelander a couple of seasons ago. You had a year off. You just couldn't stay away, could you?
No, it's a brilliant event, and want to come back and try again.
Hey, you've had a few issues over the weekend. Was it a timing belt problem?
Yeah, timing belt skipped a few teeth, and we've got it all sorted now. Got it sorted last night, and it seems to be running okay.
And talk us through the course. How's the Freelander coping? There's a lot of fast bits coupled with off-road sections, tough bits for the Freelander to cope with.
Yeah, it's a pretty fast course, but the off-road section seems to be coping okay at the moment. It's cutting up pretty bad out there, but touch wood, will be okay around there.
Any highlights?
Yeah, we nudged another Freelander yesterday, and we've come off better, thankfully, but we're going okay apart from that.
Okay. All right. Well, you've got a few more runs to do. We'll catch up with you later with a smile on your face, hopefully.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Cheers, Alison.
The title battle already features Linford, Compstone and hopefully more Myers for a full campaign. Andy Price too believes that his appearance in the entry list will send a warning shot to the main competitors. So while Linford, Compstone and more Myers present the leading seeds, Andy Price in the 104 is still a great shot for the title. In this championship, it's very close and ultra competitive, which means that the driving has to be completely perfect. Almost impossible in this environment, particularly when the course is as rough and tumble as the Pikes Peak course. But in this championship, anybody can win it. All the cars are built to run equal, and you can run it pretty much on a shoestring budget. Watching Andy Price go through the course, you can see just how hard drivers have to work here. It's not all about speed, it's also about precision and intelligence. Riding on board with Andy, you can see just how difficult it is. There are huge amounts of uphill climbs and some steep drops. Let's welcome another driver to the championship as Anthony Hollings caught up with a new boy, Craig Bounds.
Craig, first time out in a Freelander, first time out off-roading. What are your thoughts so far?
Yeah, it's an incredible event. It's unbelievable to think it's a British Championship event. It's so well organised, but very fast, even in a Freelander. Yeah.
Why the Freelander in the first place?
To learn. So obviously, it's my first time off-road in a 4x4, and first time racing in a 4x4. So it's just you got to go walk before you run, basically, isn't it? So.
Yeah, of course, the lack of power compared to obviously the other vehicles on course. But the Freelander itself, I mean, it's a sturdy little machine. I can see you've basically just bought a road car and put a roll cage in.
Yeah, well, this is Nick Lyons' old car, so it's done probably 3 seasons of Freelander Challenge. So it's just been freshened up, and so it was easy to buy, really, rather than build one because of time, So.
And talk us through some of the course out there, because you say there's a lot of fast sections, but there is rougher road sections as well.
Yeah, there's a part between 5 and 6, is it? Oh, 6 and 7, and it's that's pretty severe, that is. Yeah, there's a couple of big off cambers and very, very rough for this car because of the ground clearance. Obviously, the top car's got more ground clearance, So.
And there's a little jump in between, I think between sort of 3 and 4 as well, isn't there? Are you getting much air over there?
Yeah, we've had 4 wheels off the ground, and that's the best part of the event, that is. It's awesome. Yeah.
So it puts a smile on your face, doesn't it?
Oh, yes. I'll try and get more air this time. Yeah, definitely.
All right, well, good luck for the rest of the day.
Thank you very much. All the best. Yeah.
But this isn't just an all-man sport, as Louisa Felice and Jess Reynolds explain.
Okay, Louisa, Jess, first all-female team. How's it going?
Yeah, we seem to be going all right at the moment. Yeah, we're getting round. No major issues.
Have you been out in the car before this round?
No, I drove it off the trailer to scrutineering, and that's the first time I've driven it.
All right, okay. So are you one with the car now?
Yeah, I think we are. We're getting used to it. Yeah, we're bonding.
You're bonding, yeah. It's a process, isn't it? Mm. The course itself, considering it's the first time out, what do you think of it?
Yeah, it's really good because obviously being used to rally driving, we do a bit of rally driving, we're used to gravel. So I'm quite comfortable on the gravel. It's just the real major off-road bit, which obviously I do off-roading in a Defender. It's a bit different in a Freelander. But yeah, it's just the cars, if they were a bit taller, they'd be better. But no, we're getting round, we're doing all right.
It's a nice little car just to jump into and just thrash around an off-road course, isn't it?
It is good fun, yeah. We've had a lot of sliding and yeah. Whoever said Freelanders don't go sideways, they were lying.
And Jess is the co-pilot, is she doing well?
Yeah, we're doing good. We're getting better, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good stuff. It's a good team spirit here.
Yeah, we have to be,
getting
don't
there.
you? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And moving forward, what are you expecting from the championship of the season? How it's going to unfold?
Oh no, we just
To get there.
Get round. Yeah, that's our aim. Yeah.
One round at a time.
Yes. It's all a learning curve. So. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much for speaking to us, and good luck for the rest of the day.
Thank you very much. Thank
Cheers.
you.
Cheers, girls.
Now, some cars are easier to spot than others. You won't miss Pat Masters' yellow Freelander in 2015.
Very nice paint job here, Pat. But that's not all the story to this car, is it? How's it going out there?
That's going very well, yes. We had a good day yesterday. We got our 7 runs in, enjoyed ourselves, got some good speed out of it. Hoping to just finish really and get a good placing.
That's it, over and over again we've seen it in this championship, consistency and just getting to the finish line.
Definitely, yeah. It's the whole thing about being finishing, you've got to do that more than anything else really. Don't get any points for breaking down.
And it's nice to see so many Freelanders out, because we only saw 4 or 5 out, and it's practically doubled this season, so it's nice to see.
Yeah, it is. It's a good turnout. They're a cracking little car, people slate them, but the amount of abuse they take is quite surprising.
And what have you had to do to this car to prepare it for this season?
Well, luckily I was in a position where I could just buy this as a fully built car, so I've not done a lot really. I've done a couple of tarmac rallies with it. I've been supported by Marscoll College. They sent some students to spanner for me on the events, and hopefully we'll see those later on through the year at these events as well. It was pretty much built. It's just the usual sort of tightening up spanners and putting tyres on it and things.
And the first 7 runs that you mentioned earlier on, it's bedding not only yourself in but the car in, and just getting a feel for both parts, isn't it?
Yeah, certainly. It's the first time I've driven it on a loose surface like gravel. I've done 2 tarmac rallies with it, so I'm used to how the car feels when it's sliding, but gravel's a different thing altogether.
Any issues overnight?
No, I had a nice sleep, I had a nice comfy bed, a nice meal, shower, no issues at all.
Any particular part of this stage or course, should I say, that's taking your liking?
Yeah, I like the as you turn at the top of the stage, you come back. There's a series of interconnected left-right corners that are a lot of fun to drive. Yeah.
And she's holding up well.
Yeah, superb, very good. Yeah.
Okay, well,
together.
That's the key, isn't it? All right, we'll let you get back on.
Okay, thank you very much.
Cheers, Pat.
Bye bye.
Well, first blood in 2015 goes to Ian Linford ahead of Price and Bounds, with Louisa Felice in an impressive 4th place.